Hello,
you.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're back with more Final Fantasy XIV and listening to about giant maps and bars.
Yes, and grousing. Because I have grousing to do.
And fishing stories.
Yes!
Fishing stories. You know these are always good.
Item description stories. The best.
So, one of the things I like to do to kind of chill is go fishing in this game. There's like 3 different modes in fishing in this game. There's the go, throw a line out, and you pull something up, and it's very chill. And you can find all these different fishing spots around the world. Then there's the fishing voyages, or deep sea fishing voyages, which are effectively fishing raids.
Yes,
which is,
we need to do one of those again, somehow.
The main reason why we haven't is because of bag space.
Which is why I say, somehow.
You need to have, like, a completely empty bag in order to go on a fishing voyage, because you will bring in the fish and you do not have time to descent them or to release them. It's just pull and yank, and pray. They're great.
We don't do fishing voyages because we are not prepared.
Yeah, we are totally not prepared. And then there's big fish. Big fish is like going out and trophy fishing. And it is a game in and of itself that requires actually a lot of out-of-game research to figure out what fish is where and what time period and what bait you need to use and under what conditions to be able to pull it in. And even then, it's extremely lucky for a single person to pull up one of these fish in a round. You have to play some serious game for the big trophy fish. It's one of the things I skipped last expansion because I was raiding, and I actually kind of miss. Because
I bet.
It was something I could do solo, it wasn't competitive, but it really made you think. Unfortunately, a lot of the trophy fish, there's not much you could do with them. You catch them, you could, like, put them in a, aquarium for the house. You can like do an ink painting on the wall with them, or you can descent them, and they have a very low chance of descenting into something really bizarre.
Okay then.
But one of the other things about fishing is occasionally you get gems like this. The all right.
Yes.
I got this fish and I about died.
Shall I read it?
Yes, please.
Hold on a moment. There's full screen. Cautionary tales passed down among the Pelu suggest that upon learning of this creature's status as an apex predator, an itinerant Eorzean naturalist issued the confusing statement that it certainly has the milquetoast countenance of a champion, and began muttering a slew of potential appellations. Some of these sounded like Dirklander or possibly Burp Swimmer. And so, in an attempt to save the poor fish's reputation abroad, the local Pelu kindly informed him of its indigenous name ere setting off in search of a stiff drink.
All right. Shades of kangaroo. I miss fishing.
I don't blame you.
And fishing has loads of gems like that.
Now they're given lots of opportunities because there's like up to 8 different fish at each fishing hole. Now some of them are repeats from fishing hole to fishing hole, but there's usually at least one unique. There's lots of fishing holes, so there's lots of different items with lots of different descriptions.
Hold on.
All right.
No, that's one of the things you can do is you can go by trophy size.
Urga, you walked into fishing talk.
Let's see if I can find them here in my guide. Now, first off, you've got the hover over, but then you also have the entry in the fishing guide. And they say two different things.
Yeah, they're usually close, but there are differences.
Here we go. All right. Neither phonetically accurate to its indigenous appellation nor incomprehensible in any way, this fish's name illustrates the proud ignorance that characterizes many early visits to the New World. They are going
Listened
for
well enough to learn of the Wavekin's ability to swim only to the left. A Eorzean naturalist who discovered it would probably have chosen a different way.
Oh dear!
Oh God, it's a male model fish.
Yes, it's yeah. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's the thing is it's different, and it's its own joke.
Yes.
There's lots of times in the fish.
Yes. But you can see, I've actually worked on this quite some. I'm missing like one guy here, but all the way up until about hitting Shadowbringers, I've got most of the fish, including some of the really snarly ones. I'm trying to remember where it was. There was one fish. Oh yeah. Castaway Chocobo Chick. Currently without a name. Wilson recommended. But it's actually a turtle that, if you read the description, basically comes down to the naturalist that discovered it because it was a fish from Azazlaw.
Okay.
Fell off of Azazlaw, and this is a turtle, so the turtle survived, but he hit a haystack, but it didn't. But the blood splatter went for like moms. It's like, ow!
Not good. Very bad.
Yeah, reading the descriptions of them is half the fun.
Yes.
Hello, Murfurler.
This is the craftsman. I have appraised him of the situation.
So yeah, I wanted to show off the all right.
Yes. So these are the adventures showing my old friend the ropes, eh? If you're willing to fetch me materials, I'd be more than happy to pay for them. What I need is Narior obsidian. The more, the better. To be clear, this is my trial to undertake. You need only point me in the right direction, and I shall do the rest. Once you are ready to proceed, meet me at Narior Gorna. Yeah. And he's more or less just repeating.
Yeah. But the fact that the fish is called all right, and it refuses to swim to the left.
Or only swims to the left.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh, right, and that's part of the joke.
Yes.
Okay, it just hit me. Yeah, it is all left, all left, all left.
Well, you know what they say, 3 rights make a left.
Something like that. Yeah, I have had a not so good evening.
I'm sorry.
Gaming with my dad basically did not happen, and not for a lack of trying.
Aww.
Because, of course, we are currently doing Civ 6, and I'm getting convinced that Take-Two should just rename themselves Boeing.
Ah, here's some obsidian. Yeah, Take-Two Interactive is not doing it for you.
Yeah, in a way, you know, the interface... I thought he was supposed to be gathering the chunks.
I thought so too, but apparently not.
Are we just so used to doing everything ourselves or doing everything ourselves?
I hope not. That would kind of defeat the purpose of him wanting to learn how to be an adventurer.
Well, it's the more the better, so he can go gather more.
Yep, there it is.
But, you know, the interface, for in-game inviting someone to multiplayer is better, but they have various pain points. The recurrent one is, of course, Take-Two, like everyone else, wants you to have a login for their system and forums and so on.
Oh boy.
When you go into multiplayer, they want to do a check to make sure that you're basically 18 or older, so you know they don't have to worry about you slamming into someone saying nasty things and so on. Of course, you aren't supposed to need to have the account, especially, you know, if you bought it through, say, Steam. Now, basically, the Steam account should be good enough. But it can get stuck in this state where it thinks it has checked your Take-Two account, which doesn't exist, and found that you have not confirmed that you're old enough, because of course you haven't, because there's no account.
Oh boy.
And it refuses to let you into multiplayer.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. And and we spent a while going around and around on it the last time, and I don't quite remember the answer. I believe it was more or less just a reboot, which my dad did. His system has problems, it is slow, and then it just spent forever loading and not getting anywhere. You know, you get the initial logo screens and everything, and then this black screen that says loading, please wait, and then the main menu comes up. It's stuck on that black screen for like half an hour. So, yeah. And we would switch back to Stellaris, except for the fact that the next major expansion, and therefore major patch, is due out in 2.5 weeks.
Well, we found some good locations for some more.
Have you managed to find the obsidian? Here are some free samples. Nor your obsidian. Historically, the Yakoi have used this glossy black ore to craft weapons and, in modern times, accessories. How captivating its ebon luster. These pieces are of superior quality. Well, I am a level 80 miner. From watching you, I have learned the importance of carefully inspecting one's surroundings. Now it is time for me to put your teachings to the proof.
You go.
Well, there's no morables around, so we are unlikely to witness you running full tilt across the countryside chased by a morble. In the meantime, I ask that you return to Orlar's Echo and let our client know I have this matter well in hand.
We can do that. Sounds like your taste buds woke up. But no, it's not a coincidence. People have different tastes at different times of the day, depending how long they've been up and going, and they crave different foods depending on the different times of the day. This is why breakfasts, lunches, and dinners look so different from each other. And that seems to be a very cultural thing across the board. Hello, Mr. Craftsman.
Ooh, cutscene. Welcome back. Judging from Furler's conspicuous absence, I presume he no longer needs your direct supervision.
You would be correct.
You may not know this, but Narior Obsidian is of historical importance to the Yokoi. Ooh, we keep getting the history lessons around here.
They like their history. That's not a bad thing.
When our people still ruled the continent, it was valued for the ease with which it could be napped into razor-sharp weaponry, arrows, daggers, and the like. While it was our size and strength that enabled us to dominate the other peoples of Tural, tools like these were indispensable as well. How ironic that once we had subjugated the so-called lesser races, we would so readily avail ourselves of their metalworks instead. Thus was obsidian weaponry rendered a relic of the past. Well, it does tend to be a bit fragile, and the material relegated to accoutrements for which our village is now known.
Obsidian can be very pretty.
Oh, yes. Forgive the interruption, but I have returned. I hope this will be enough for your purposes. Those are 3 pretty hefty bags. You hope. This is a tremendous amount, and all of exceptional quality, no less. You've brought me a supply that will last for many moons to come. Please accept this payment as your reward. I've added a little extra as a token of my gratitude. Divide it as you see fit. You have my deepest thanks. Perhaps I was too enthusiastic in my efforts. While he did seem appreciative, I realize now it was far more than a craftsman working alone could possibly require. Oh, don't worry, he will get through it all. As I doubt he will have need of my services for the foreseeable future, I must seek out other clients if I am to make a living. Yet I am hard-pressed to think of any other prospects in the village. Ah, but of course, this is why you travel, to meet new people and find new opportunities. Then let us move on. This experience, too, has been enlightening. And besides, I still need to give you your share. I'll take it all in XP, thank you.
Don't need no gil or pawns. Just XP.
Just XP. Cold hard XP. No, wait.
Nope, up top.
It has been a delight to learn your trade from you two. Rewarding, too, to discover that the mere gathering of stone can be enough to spark joy in others. After today, I can say that aiding others has given me a newfound sense of fulfillment. Alas, opportunities to do so may be lacking here in Orlar's Echo. After I have had some time to put my thoughts in order, I would be honored if you would advise me on my next course of action. Banana Ponds Cake. An otherwise ordinary Ponds Cake infused with ripe bananas and aloe for a soft, moist texture and a heavenly aroma while baking. A giant's footsteps. Furler has been thinking long and hard about how he might best serve others.
This music is not helping me. I keep zoning out to it. I'm sorry. This is like chill.
Yes. See that weed over there? They have 6 pages in stone about it in their records.
You know it.
Greetings. I seek a new venture through which I may use my martial prowess to aid others. But the fact remains that I am unlikely to find one in this village.
So I take it you want to go south to the Pelopella village?
It seems I have no choice but to beg the boon of your wisdom once more. Yeah, you're kind of leaping ahead of the script here.
Sorry.
Have you any ideas?
Try asking around at another village?
Our closest neighbors are the Pelu of Washington Pello. Yes. Perhaps the little ones would have need of a protector. Or just someone who can, reach glasses on top shelves.
Oh yeah, he'd be great at that.
Will one of the tall people come get me a glass?
Poor Jean Marie. So we have this friend. She is actually a professional opera singer. Yes. Among other things.
Yes.
Does actually more Gilbert and Sullivan stuff, but she is like 5 foot nothing. And at one point, she was at our old apartment in Cupertino. And she's like, I'm kind of thirsty. And we're like, go ahead, get whatever you want out of the fridge. The glasses are in the cupboard. Knock yourself out. She goes around the corner. Don't hear anything for a little bit. And finally, she's just in this big, booming, operatic voice. Will one of the tall people come here and get me a glass? Because we had put all the glasses on, like, the top shelf. Because poor Rylea here is, like, the shortest person in this household.
Yes.
I'm 6 foot. Baron is, like, 6'1", 6'2".
6'1", I think.
And Dave's, like, about a little taller than Baron. So we just instinctively put everything high. And she's like,
sometimes to my regret, since I'm like 5'7".
sorry, you're in a house of tall people.
No, I'm in a house of tall people.
Yes. Sorry, we were interrupting you, Merfurler.
Come to think of it, there are no few traveling Pelu merchants who employ bodyguards to defend them from beasts and bandits.
Not
And
bad
you could
work.
probably make a good bodyguard. However, I am unaccustomed to dealing with their kind and lack the confidence to approach them, especially given my unfamiliarity with this profession. Just call yourself Food Jumbo, you'll get along fine.
Yeah.
Therefore, while it pains me to impose upon your goodwill once more, would you be willing to train me in the ways of the bodyguard? I have a great film for you to watch. If so, I ask that you join me just outside the village on the path to the shades of grief.
The question is how's he going to get down there? We have to cut through,
Well, he's just going to the shades of grief, which is on this side.
Yeah. But the road that goes from there down to Ukapacha is kind of missing nowadays.
Yeah, well, we'll let them sort out that part.
Speaking of which... Okay, we just have one air current, and it's probably below in Ukapacha.
Yeah, it's probably in that missing part of the zone. I thank you for joining me. Now, while I am no stranger to battle, I have only ever guarded a sanctum, not an individual. It's some of the same skills, but yes, it is a bit different. Therefore, I propose that you act as my bodyguard, that I may learn from your example. We will together travel this road to the shades of grief. At one time, before the coming of the Sky Ruin, it was our ancestral home. I should like to climb to its zenith and get a good look at the surrounding ruins. But be warned, these days it is home to many ravenous beasts. We've encountered a few of them. And we escorted. Okay. And yeah, Orca, they're a bit slow of speech. I'm glad I'm not having to voice Ents.
Oh, we each have one! Nice!
Yes, we do, because they're following us. It's just they both were on top of each other to begin with.
This is interesting. Mine is labeled as Merfurler the Just, and yours is Errant Yokoi.
Yokoi. Or vice versa in my case.
Yeah. A moment, if you would.
Ah, your positioning is spot on. Allow me to learn from your example.
Yeah, the problem is that they keep trying to overlap speech bubbles on us.
Spot on. Example. I think that's about it. Those three. Oh, Mr. Longjaw. Okay. You're gonna stay out of this. You may live. You may not. Enemies? Yes, not for long. Behold these forlorn ruins, abandoned for years upon years. There is much I would recount to you, but it is unsafe here. Let us venture instead to the cliffside. It's not much safer there. This defense is a good offense.
See.
Well, that was those buddies at least. Down these stairs.
Nope.
Really? For this exercise, I cannot assist you.
Don't need it.
Nope. I can see somebody else's house from here. Certainly not mine. You survey the area, but there are no imminent threats as far as you can see. There are a great many elements to consider. Maintaining awareness of my client and our surroundings, particularly potential avenues of attack, all while keeping a brisk pace. In contrast, standing watch over a frozen Vidral was far less complicated.
This would be true.
Perhaps you wonder why I chose this place for our destination. Look below. The Pelu Pelu village is within sight. Yeah, but not exactly within reach without flying. Our homes were once connected by a mountain road when we were their oppressors. Until Galul Ja Ja put an end to the practice, we demanded yearly tribute and in exchange granted them our protection. Yes, this has been discussed. The elder Pelu Pelu have not forgotten. The memory of my kin as towering tyrants haunts them still. Times have changed, and now we treat with the Pelu Pelu as equals. I hope to one day live on in their memories as a gentle guardian, but...
But?
Forgive me. My idle musings are of no moment. Let us return to Orlar's Echo.
Yeah, you can see a lot.
But you can see the Aetheryte quite clearly.
Yes, you can. And
Even with it being foggy.
And if the fog was released, it would just go on for ages.
Yeah, you can see you can kind of see the snow-covered mountains in the distance, and it'd be a lot clearer without the fog. Carl the Fog?
Nope. Isn't Carl. Maybe Carlina, but it's not Carl. Carl is very specifically the fog blanket that lies over San Francisco and the Bay Area. I mean, we sometimes get Carl the Fog down here.
Hi, Live.
Hello, Live.
And yeah, Doodles, it is surprising that there's no Vista there. And going back half an hour, what I was talking about just before we got on tonight is the original Forgotten Realms map, or second original. Back in '87, when TSR basically bought Forgotten Realms from Ed Greenwood, he started sending all his notes and everything great, name escapes me all of a sudden.
Sorry, can't help you.
I said the name to you. And I'm thinking of every name other than the one I want.
Of course. That's how it works.
Jim Ward, who is basically in charge of the project. Okay, Merfurler. I am in your debt, Rylia Varen. You have helped me explore a potential life's calling as a bodyguard. As a Yokoi warrior, I have the power to show the Pelu Pelu that we are not our ancestors, that we can offer them peace and protection as equals, not conquerors. I only hope they will prove amenable. I think they will. That said, I cannot begin to pursue this goal until such time as I find a client. That search begins now.
Dun dun dun.
Indeed, now. Resolve reunited. Merfurler has reignited. Merfurler has finally drummed up the courage to start his new career. It is time I formally offered my services, and if it is not too much to ask, I would like you to bear witness.
Had a feeling.
While the Pelu Pelu who visit Orlar's Echo do so primarily to sell their wares to us, we sometimes see fishers passing through on their way to Carvarher the First. Regardless of their trade, surely there is at least one who will have need of my protection. Come, let us ask around.
Zoom zoom!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems this one is willing to employ me.
Well, considering there's morbles out there, I don't blame them. I take it you're friends... Excuse me.
Sure.
I take it you're friends with this man? He just offered me to be my bodyguard, and, well... I agreed without a moment's hesitation. Truth be told, I've always wanted to hire a Yokoi warrior, but was afraid that the mere suggestion would cause them to laugh in my face.
Well, many of them have been otherwise employed until now.
Second. This music is not helping. Oh my god.
The chill of chill music.
Nothing would delight me more than to visit Carvanahar the First and fish my fill, but that place attracts a lot of mangy monsters. How am I to get any bites if I'm worried about something taking a bite out of me, eh? Oh, I can't wait to see how it goes. Come, let's go to it.
I have heard that the unstable energy surrounding the lake seems to attract dangerous plant-like creatures. This is my first bodyguard commission, would you join me? If I fall short in my duty, I should take comfort in the knowledge that you can defend the fisher in my stead. You're probably about half the mass of a Morble. That should help.
Yeah, there's actually a fate full of Morbles out there.
And back on my subject, Jim Ward was the guy receiving all the packages, and apparently the neighbors could tell whenever one of the packages came in because Ed Greenwood did not trust the Canadian Post and would just put it in several layers of wrapping and bubble wrap and everything else. And it would be a mighty struggle to get it back out again. And along with all the notes, he was basically Ed Greenwood had a gigantic map of the realms he stored under his bed at the time. And he basically photocopied it in 8.5 by 11 segments and slowly shipped it down. And Jim Ward basically, taped it all together, highlighted appropriate things, like here's the major roads and so on, and basically tacked it up outside his cubicle at TSR. And that was the reference map for the realms. And as they were developing the original box set, they made some changes to his. They melted part of a glacier to make room for the Bloodstone modules. They changed around the Moonshae Isles. They did exist, but TSR made them much bigger and redid the Isles to fit in with a novel one of the staffers had written that got incorporated into the realms, Darkwalker and Moonshae. And basically, Jim Ward would basically take the places they changed, write it up on a sheet, on some paper, and tape it over the original, or the photocopy. And that was effectively the reference map at TSR for quite a while. He eventually left TSR, the map stayed. There's this one lady who's basically the editor of the line during much of this, and it's kind of thanks to her, I think after she left, that the map got saved because it was kind of ignored for a while, and she was going, oh, no, this is practically a historical treasure now.
The fisherman.
Fisherman?
Incredible. My grandpa was right. These big fellows really are tough. You go for Mafurler.
There you are. As you can see, I have already dispatched one threat. It seems strangely aggressive. Oh, right. Those.
The traps. They are strangely aggressive.
Yeah. Perhaps I am overthinking it. Nope. But caution may be warranted. While the fisher and I lead the way, I ask that you watch our backs. No problem. I'm trying to remember what the name of the originals are.
They're there. Oh no. Oh no, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah. You note the presence of a marble seedling, yet see no sign of the creature that spawned it.
That's trouble. Help!
That's trouble. A cry from the Pelu Pelu fisherman rings out from the west. The silence which follows bodes ill.
Oh no! Were we too late?
I see a marble.
Marbles. It's always gotta be marbles. They got hit by bad breath, didn't they?
Yeah, let's not tell either of them about our part in this.
We had a part in this? I claim no such responsibility. Checking with the fisherman.
Yes.
Is it safe now? Is the big fellow okay?
As soon as all the debuffs wear off.
It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world.
Forgive me. It seems this task was too great for me alone. No, you just need to dodge out of the bad breath.
No, you just need experience with them. Once you understand them, they're easy to deal with. If you don't understand them, they're a pain in the butt.
I sensed the beasts here had been affected by the energy of this place, but did not anticipate that it might also see them grow to such a prodigious size. No, marbles are always that big.
That was a standard size marble. You have not seen the big ones. They are truly terrifying.
But that is nothing more than an excuse. I failed my client, and am unfit to be a bodyguard.
What are you talking about? Hey now, don't be ridiculous. You were so committed to protecting me that you didn't have a chance to fight back. That's all. Especially not after that nasty blow you took. As far as I'm concerned, you did exactly as promised. You kept me safe. That's exactly what I would expect from a bodyguard.
I suppose it is a matter of perspective. How would you evaluate me? No one does a perfect job on their first try.
You heard the man. Sure, there's always room for improvements, but overall, it's a passing mark. Now then, with that brute out of commission, we ought to enjoy some peace and quiet for a while, yes? That settles it. I can't afford to let this opportunity slip off the hook. I'm gonna fill my bucket while I can.
And no kicking it. Even after that harrowing experience, you remain undeterred. You've a strength of will that rivals that of any Yokoi. There's money to be had.
And fish to be caught!
F is for fishy. That's good enough for me. I did not know that the Pelu Pelu were such adept fishers. I have much yet to learn.
See, what did I tell you? Feast your eyes on this hearty haul.
Trust me, I am.
Down, girl, down! When it comes to fishing, being able to concentrate makes all the difference. And I owe it to you three for you standing watch. Now to drag my bucket back to Warlord's Echo.
You know, he could probably go to the Pelu Pelu village and make quite a living as a construction gang. And yeah, Orca, that's the kind of protection that Ed Greenwood was trying for. He was just doing it very, very badly.
I'm gonna call the mob squad! I'm on the mob squad. You are the mob squad!
Brute squad.
The brute
Brute squad.
Yes!
Oh, call the brute squad. I'm on the brute squad.
You are the brute squad!
Yes! Oh, so many good scenes. That was one of them.
They talked about doing a remake of that, and I'm glad it did not fall. I'm glad it didn't happen because the original one was just perfect.
Yeah, and you'd never be able to replace Andre the Giant.
No, you couldn't replace. And that was the proudest thing he ever did. He admitted in several interviews.
I don't blame him. But anyway, so yeah, the map kind of got abandoned and lost. I forget what all the articles said, but it basically eventually was found again. It has since been encased in like lucite and is hanging in a bar. And it is effectively, the original map of the TSR version of the Forgotten Realms. Ed Greenwood, of course, still has his original. Hopefully not just stored under his bed anymore.
Yes, grr. Sure, my trike tractor. We'll get to you. Maybe not tonight, but we will get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a delightful day it has been.
Oh, good. Glad you think so. I see you have returned, though I made a fool of myself. No, you stepped in to pick up the slack, and for that I must thank you. I shall reflect on this experience and use what I've learned to sharpen my skills. Doubtless, it would not inspire much confidence in my future clients were they to see me falter as I did today.
That's the spirit, big fella. You know, most of us grow up hearing the old stories, that the Yokohoi are as dangerous as they look, and that people are to be feared. But you, my friend, you put your life on the line to protect me, and that's a story I intend to share with my entire village. They'll see that you folks aren't so scary after all, and if they ever need a gentle giant to protect them, they should ask for Murfurler.
I know not what twist of fate led you to me, but I am grateful, not just for today, but everything you have done to help me.
It's what we adventurers do.
In hearing that fisherman's words, I realized the true reason I felt compelled to relinquish my post as Temple Guardian. A great honor though it was, deep down I yearned to protect not a place, but the people, the living who have yet to finish their stories and be enshrined in memory. Rest assured, your efforts to teach me will not go to waste. Henceforth, I am Referler the Defender, and I will do everything in my power to build a relationship of trust with our good neighbors, the Pelu Pelu.
That's the spirit.
Mm-hmm. I already have some of each of these.
I think that's the point. I'm taking the royal toast. Nummy nummies.
I'm taking purple trout. Fishy.
What? Really?
Hmm?
He still has a bang.
Yes. Brains and brawn. Didn't think they were going to let us go that easy. Referler is in the market for a new client. We meet again. This occasion calls to mind a question I had been meaning to ask you. Do you recall the fisher who said he would sing my praises to his people?
Yep.
Considering it was less than a minute ago, yes. Rather than wait for his words to bring new clients to me, I want to take the initiative and travel to Wachumpelo to sell my services. However, I am aware many Pelu Pelu are still intimidated by my kind. You wouldn't happen to know any there who could use a bodyguard, one with whom you may have worked before.
Good question.
A merchant named Nopley, you say? I kind of remember there was someone. Nopley would probably be right, and I'm trying to remember who he is. Perhaps you could make the journey to Wachumpelo and speak to him on my behalf.
Monday. Or tomorrow if we... afternoon if we feel the gumption.
Gumption? Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep through the afternoon, you know it.
Well, we do have a couple of chores to try and get to.
Oh?
Baron would like it if we could replace the light on the range top.
Okay.
And while we're at it, we should probably take a look at replacing one or more of the main tubes. Because we were down to one very, very sad fluorescent in the kitchen.
It eventually brightens up, but yeah. Unfortunately, we just can't walk across the street to Osh anymore.
No.
Man.
I do not mean to suggest you will be going alone. I shall descend the cliff and wait for you just outside the village, so as not to cause a disturbance.
It might be until Monday. He didn't
Yeah.
listen, did he?
Nope.
Ah.
Don't worry, I'm sure he has a slow metabolism to go with everything else being big and slow. He'll be fine for a couple of days.
I don't know. Did Boko go off ahead to meet him there, or is he off delivering packages again?
delivering packages.
I see. Okay, you two. Time for drinks bigger than my head.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, it's time to call it a night and try not to fall asleep to this chill music. I'm trying very hard not to yawn because this music is just trancing me out. You all have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep. Doubtful, but don't be surprised if we might do an afternoon stream tomorrow. I don't know what's happening. I'm just kind of taking things by ear.
Oh, you do have ears.
Yes, I do. They're not VR ears, but they're dang good sight. Yeah.
It'll do in a pinch.
Yeah. Good night, all.
Everyone, have a good night. Hope to see you tomorrow evening, night, whatever, if not earlier.
Bye, all.